Hello, in this demo we will see how audio can be used to extend your pod and container specification with the help of Devfile. To give a little background, we had a user requesting us the ability to specify service account for their pod which are created when they run audio dev, and this has now been made possible with the help of pod overrides and container overrides Devfile attributes. So let's see them in action with this demo. Now I have a Go application over here, which I'm going to run on a local Minikube cluster, which is, as we see, already running. So before we begin, we'll take a look at the dev file. Now the container for this dev file uses an image which comes from a private registry, and I've currently not configured my dev file to be able to fetch this image. So when we run audio dev, we will see that it will fail. So if we take a look at the error here, it says it's unauthorized to access the requested resource, which is what we expected. And if we take a look at the service account for this pod, we see it's using the default, which is obviously not configured to pull the image. However, I have created a secret with the required Docker credentials and new my service account, which uses the secret that we've configured. So next, I'm going to fix my dev file to use the new service account. I'm going to add a pod overrides attribute which uses the my service account. And to also showcase how container overrides work, I am going to add this attribute as well, which overrides the resource requests. So one thing to note here is you can define container overrides and pod overrides attributes at both the global level and the component level. But if you define them at both the places, it will use a strategic merge patch to determine the final patch that should be applied. All right, so we'll now hit save and we see that the pod is terminating and it is creating a new pod. And if we take a look at the new pod manifest and the service account, we see that it's using the new my service account, and it is also reusing the request the resources that we define inside our dev file. And what's more is our application is up and running. So that's all for this demo. Thank you very much.